It is finally back, and the whales just shocked the entire Shiba Inu community. Almost 10 trillion Shiba Inu tokens are suddenly on the move, and at the same time, BlackRock has stepped into the spotlight with a bombshell move that nobody saw coming. The excitement is real, the momentum is shifting, and the focus is squarely back on Shiba Inu. What is really happening, and why are so many people suddenly buzzing about this? Let me break it down. First, here's the disclaimer. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research before making investment decisions, because crypto is risky and unpredictable. That said, today feels like one of those unforgettable moments in Shiba Inu's story. Even though the price is still working its way back up from recent dips, the energy in the community is electric. Why? Because BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, just made a move that stunned everyone. We're talking about serious money, institutional level positioning, the kind of weight that doesn't just show up out of nowhere. And right on cue, whales, those massive investors with deep pockets, have also stormed back in. Nearly 10 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were just scooped up, and let's be honest, a move of that size is not casual. This kind of coordinated activity almost always points to something brewing behind the curtain. The timing is too perfect to ignore. Naturally, the next question everyone has is, what about the price? Is Shiba Inu actually showing signs of life on the charts? According to analysts, the answer is yes. In fact, one well-known analyst pointed out that Shiba Inu has just made a sharp upward move and is now forming what's called a bull flag pattern. For those who don't know, a bull flag is one of the most reliable bullish continuation signals in technical analysis. It's the classic setup that forms when a token surges higher, takes a short pause, and then sets the stage for another breakout rally. The important part here is that Shiba Inu is holding its ground above a strong support zone. It hasn't given up its recent gains, and that's a big sign of strength. In crypto terms, this is like the calm before the storm, and the breakout target sitting nearly 18% higher than the current price makes this even more exciting. The RSI, or Relative Strength Index, isn't overheated either. It's comfortably in the middle range, which means there's still plenty of room for momentum to build before the price gets stretched too far. If this bull flag confirms, we could be on the edge of a serious leg up. Now, let's dig deeper into the whale activity. According to the latest data from Into the Block, whales who control between 10 and 100 trillion tokens have just ramped up their positions in a massive way. Just 2 days ago, they were holding about 182 trillion tokens. But now, that number has jumped to over 192 trillion. That's an increase of 10 trillion tokens in a matter of days. Let that sink in for a moment. This is significant for 3 reasons. First, it signals strong conviction. Whales don't throw billions of tokens around lightly. These are investors with serious capital and usually access to information or insights the average trader doesn't have. When they move, it's often before big news or price action, not after. Second, this kind of whale accumulation reduces the circulating supply. Whales typically hold long-term, so when they lock up huge amounts of tokens, it creates a stronger floor for Shiba Inu's price. Retail investors can panic sell, but with that much supply absorbed into firm hands, it becomes harder for the price to collapse. Third, whale accumulation tends to spark rebound rallies. It creates a ripple effect. Whales buy, charts turn bullish, retail investors follow, and suddenly the price accelerates upward. Now here's where things get even more jaw-dropping. At the same time these Shiba Inu whales were scooping up tokens, BlackRock made a massive move of its own. They purchased over $160 million worth of Bitcoin. Let that sink in. One of the largest and most powerful asset managers in the world, overseeing trillions in assets, just casually dropped 9 figures into Bitcoin. This wasn't hype-driven FOMO. This was calculated, high-stakes positioning. And whenever BlackRock makes a move like this, the entire financial world pays attention. So let's connect the dots. On one hand, Shiba Inu whales have added 10 trillion tokens to their wallets. On the other, BlackRock is accumulating Bitcoin at the same time. This doesn't look like coincidence, it looks like strategy. When the smartest money in the world makes moves this big, it's usually in preparation for something the broader market hasn't fully caught onto yet. Maybe it's regulatory clarity coming soon. Maybe it's a major shift in global markets. Or maybe it's simply the return of a full-on crypto bull run. And in every bull run, Bitcoin usually leads, but tokens like Shiba Inu often explode with outsized gains. Think about it. Institutions like BlackRock don't operate on impulse. They have teams of analysts, data scientists, and insiders working 24/7 to identify opportunities before anyone else. So when you see them enter the scene at the exact moment Shiba Inu whales are also increasing their positions, it's hard not to assume they know something big is on the horizon. Even beyond the short-term moves, the bigger picture for Shiba Inu is looking stronger than ever. Yes, the price is still volatile, but the fundamentals are stacking up in the project's favor. Shibarium, the project's Layer 2 network, is live and growing. Developers are building tools, utilities, and real-world use cases. The ecosystem continues to expand with multiple tokens, decentralized finance features, and community-driven innovation. And this isn't just hype. The lead Shiba Inu marketer, Lucy, recently tweeted something simple but powerful: "What's meant for you will be yours. Nothing and no one can change that. Do good. Be good." It's a reminder that in crypto, patience is key. Shiba Inu has never been about overnight miracles. It's been about steady growth, community-driven strength, and the ability to surprise the market when everyone least expects it. When you look at the combination of whale activity, BlackRock's strategic positioning, bullish chart signals, and ongoing ecosystem development, it paints a picture of momentum that's not just built on speculation, but on real progress. The whales are back, institutions are circling, and the charts are signaling opportunity. It might not be the full-blown bull run just yet, but it's hard to deny that the early signs are all around us. So what does this mean for the future? It could mean that Shiba Inu is on the verge of another breakout moment. It could mean that those 10 trillion tokens in whale wallets and the hundreds of millions poured into Bitcoin are the first steps in a much larger wave. And if history is any guide, when whales and institutions align, the market usually follows. The key now is patience. Shiba Inu has already proven it can defy expectations and rise against the odds. The foundations are stronger, the community is bigger, and the attention from powerful players is growing louder. If momentum continues like this, the path to even bigger milestones, maybe even that elusive 1-cent target, becomes less of a dream and more of a possibility. But what do you think about all this? Could the return of whales and BlackRock's big move be the early signals of something much larger? Comment down below and share your thoughts. If you want to stay updated on the latest Shiba Inu news and developments, make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss an update. Missing a major announcement could mean missing an opportunity. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, please share it with others in the community so more people know what's really happening behind the scenes. The story of Shiba Inu is still just beginning, and today's events are a reminder of just how quickly things can shift in crypto. With whales moving, institutions investing, and the charts flashing bullish patterns, the next chapter in Shiba Inu's journey might be about to unfold. Stay tuned, because this is one ride you won't want to miss.